कर दूँ मैंने वैसे हैंड फ्री लगा दी है मैंने कहा यार आज तो बच्चे बार बार आ रहे हैं घूमने। अच्छा जी, पिछली बार हमने बात की थी एफिशिएंट कैपिटल मार्केट की और उसमें मैंने आपको बताया था कि ये एक थ्योरी है और ये थ्योरी ये कहती है कि जो कैपिटल मार्केट है ना उसमें जो प्राइसेस हैं वो रिफ्लेक्ट कर रही होती है सारी की सारी इंफॉर्मेशन। ठीक है, यानी जो करंट प्राइस है उसमें वो जितनी भी अवेलेबल इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफ करंट एंड पास्ट पीरियड है वो सारे के सारे उसमें क्या है, इंक्लूडेड है। अच्छा, वैसे एक बात है कि मैं अटेंडेंस अभी तक इग्नोर कर रहा था, मेरे ख्याल में इसकी वजह से भी पार्टिसिपेशन जो है कम हो रही है। तो मैं चैट में आप लोगों से ऐसे कर लेता हूँ, मांग लेता हूँ कि yes, Hana, I'm explaining the same. I was waiting for you. If you come, so I will start in English anyway. Please all send your name. ये हैश आप जरूर लगाएंगे, सैप आईडी। ठीक है, इस तरह आप लोगों ने सेंड करने हैं। You need to send your name followed by hash. Do not forget the hash. This will help me in separating your, you can say, yes, Abdul Wahab have done it correctly. We were talking about the efficient capital market. Previously, I have told you that the efficient capital market theory suggests.
सर आपकी आवाज कट रही है।
अच्छा, कट रही है, अभी भी डिस्टॉर्शन है?
मेरा ही नेट स्लो है।
यस सर।
नेट की स्पीड कैसे चेक करूं? वो किसी को पिंग वगैरह पता है कि पिंग होता है क्या होता है? ब्राउजिंग तो सही हो रही है।
सर पबजी में पिंग चेक होती है।
ये ब्राउजिंग तो सही हो रही है। अभी आवाज सही आ रही है मेरी?
जी सर सही है।
इसी टाइम ब्रेक होती है आवाज आपकी।
अच्छा, चलिए सही है। Okay, so the efficient capital market, instead of hypothesis, I would say theory. The theory suggests that the share prices, what is reflected into the share markets, right? All the share prices that are reflected into share market are actually showing all of the available information. It means the price is made up of the information. So it says that any change in price is due to some new information. This is the main idea. You understand? The main idea of efficient capital market is that market is considered to be an efficient place where the price is rapidly adjusted for the information that are available into the market. So it means that the prices are actually changed due to some new information availability, right? But in order to understand that, I have told you that there are some assumptions that we need to understand that what type of assumption we need to, you can say, comprehend before coming to the hypothesis or this theory. So this theory takes some assumption on the basis of which I have told you that there are three assumptions which is considered in this theory. Number one, that this theory suggests that for a market to be considered as efficient capital market need to have a large number of competing profit maximizing participants. It means there must be a large number of buyer or seller of the security must be present. Now, large number of buyer and seller of security means the people who are trading into the share market. So a large number must be present, and these large number, all of these people are considered to be trading for the purpose of profit maximization. All right. So the profit maximization means that whenever they are buying or they are trading, their main purpose is to earn profit. So whenever they are trying to earn profit, they would like to capitalize on each and every opportunity on which they can find out that some change in the price will occur. So in order to get, you can say, any benefit out of that change, they will be willing to, you can say, get the information before someone else get it. So for this purpose, the second, you can say, assumption is put forward in this theory, which says new information regarding security comes to the market in a random fashion. It means though they want to maximize their profit and they are looking forward to get the information, but these information are random. It means you cannot predict what information is going to enter at what time. So this is known as randomness. Random fashion, it means that all the information regarding security, that for example how it will behave or what is the profitability of the, you can say, business, or any other opportunity which comes into the business, or any other threat that is encountered by the business, will come in a random fashion. It means the information is not readily available. The future information are not readily predictable. It will come in random fashion. It means it comes without, you can say, any specific period, without specifying period, and you can say you cannot predict what type of information will be available in the future. The third assumption is profit maximizing investor. It means these people adjust security prices rapidly to reflect the effect of new information. What does it says? It says that the price change in the security is due to the new information that is now being made available to the shareholder. If I, for example, draw a graph right here, and I tell you that, for example, this is a security trading, you can say, chart. So you can find out these variations are what? These are price changes. And this theory says that this price change from this to this is random. It is not predictable. You cannot predict. And this, you can say, the change that is decrease in the price of that security on this day or at that time period was due to some new information that was floated into the market, which was not predicted before, right? Then once again, from this point up to this point, when the information have changed, so there is information has then rapidly being adjusted by whom? The security trader or the investor. If you have any question in these three assumptions, you can ask now. Otherwise, I'm telling you that the last one. Okay, I will tell you once again. Now, the number one assumption is large number of people are present into the stock market, which are trading security. The second is that the information which is available into the market is random. It means you cannot predict that what information will be available at what time. And the third is that the changes in price, are due to the new information that is floated into the market. So as soon as a new information is floated into the market, the stock investors or the traders will then adjust the prices according to that information. If, for example, the decline of a price will be of good information or bad information, will be due to bad information, and the increase in the price of the stock will be because of what? Good information or bad
Good
information?
information.
Good information. Very good. So it says that all the changes in the prices, the change in these prices are due to some new information, and these information come in a random fashion. Right? Now, why does it say in a random fashion? It says that no trader can earn extra return from the normal, you can say, the rest of the, you can say, the traders as well. For example, it says the major chunk of the trader, whatever returns they are making, all of the, you can say, trader are making the same profit. There is not a single trader who is making more profit than others. Why? Because it says that these information are random and they cannot predict, so they cannot predict the price, what will be the price in the future. For example, you can find out if I clear this chart once again and I draw this chart. Now, can you tell me after this point, what do you think, that the price will increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease.
Decrease. Why do you think the price will be decreasing?
क्योंकि एक ट्रेंड चल रहा है डिक्रीजिंग का.
And this theory says that no, you cannot predict further that whether the price of this security is going to increase or it is going to decrease. You cannot predict this. Why? Because all of these changes are due to some new information. And right here, you do not know what is the information for tomorrow. So if you do not know, you cannot predict that the prices will increase or decrease. Otherwise, for example, if you think the price will decrease, for example, I say that you think the price will decrease. As being a trader, would you like to take opportunity out of this information or not? Would you like to take opportunity of this? You will. And
Yes, sir, opportunity.
very good. So for example, you predict that the prices will decrease to this position. So in order to take opportunity of this information that you hold and no one else is holding, so what you will do? You will buy shares or you will sell shares?
तो बाय का ऑर्डर लगा दें.
बाय.
अभी बाय का ऑर्डर लगा दें या फ्यूचर में बाय का ऑर्डर लगाएं?
सर जब प्राइस नीचे आएगी.
See, for example, if I say right here, if I make a short sale, SS, short sale, would it be, you can say, beneficial for me if I make a short sale today? Because I'm thinking in the future.
Yes, sir.
So if I make a short sale, very good, I will get a benefit. Why? Because today price is high and in the future the prices will be lower. So if I make a short sale, it means I sell now and buy later. So I will be able to earn this profit. So don't you think that if I can predict, so everyone else can predict it as well?
सर कर लेते हैं predict सारे.
Very good. If, like for example, everyone is behaving in the same manner, it means that everyone will go in short sale, right? If everyone is going in short sale, so what will happen? Ultimately, this opportunity will be gone. And this is what it is mentioned right here, that all these preferred maximizing investor adjust security prices rapidly to reflect the effect of new information. So as soon as a new information is, you can say, floated into the market, so what happened? It is rapidly reflected by all of the, you can say, investor, and that's how the prices are adjusted according to the new information which is available. By this, it means that a single investor will be able to earn extra, you can say, required rate of return other than, you can see, the total market. It means whatever the other investors are holding, it means, for example, there is an investor who is buy and hold, right? Buy and hold are those investors which are, you can say, buying the security and will be holding it for longer time period. For example, he will buy it today and then he will hold it up to, for example, 1 year, right? He will keep it up to 1 year, right? For example, if he is holding it for 1 year, so we will say, and he won't be trading in this period, so we will say this investor is a person who have bought and hold the security for 1 year. So now we will compare this investor with the investor who is actually following the, you can say, trading rule. the investor who is following the trading rule will do what? He will actually try to predict all of these points and will be making buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And he is doing this buying and selling for the whole lot of 1 year, right? Buy, sell, buy, sell. So he is doing this buying and selling for the whole year. Now, this theory suggests that the return what this person have earned and the return what this person will earn will actually remain same. Why? Because this says that we need to adjust these buy and sell for trading commissions and transaction cost, right? Whenever we adjust it for trading commission or you can say transaction cost, if we minus that trading commission and transaction cost out of its, you can say, trading law, trading rules, you will find it out empirically that all of these returns reflect the same returns. Yes, Lukman, you had raised your hand. If you have any question, please.
सर आपने कहा था कि अगर सारे ही करने लग पड़ेंगे सेल का ऑर्डर या बाय का ऑर्डर तो वो उसमें से प्रॉफिट या वो एडवांटेज उसमें से नहीं ले सकेंगे उस ट्रेड में से।
जी जी।
तो लेकिन सर इसमें तो ये नहीं होता कि जितनी जल्दी आप उसको अपना ऑर्डर लगा देते हो उतनी जल्दी आपको प्रॉफिट मिल जाता है।
हाँ, वही मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, ये आप कह रहे हैं कि यानी आप ये रिफ्लेक्ट करें कि सर इसमें जो पहला बंदा होगा जिसने इंफॉर्मेशन पहले सीख की हुई है उसको तो फायदा है, बाकियों को नहीं है, यही है ना?
सर बाकियों को आपने कहा है ना कि जितने ज्यादा को पता चलता जाएगा उतना वो प्रॉफिट कम होता जाएगा, आखिर में खत्म हो जाएगा। तो ये तो वो नहीं होता जितना जल्दी पता चल जाता है और ऑर्डर लगा देते हैं।
बिल्कुल वही ना, ये ऑर्डर लगाना देखें, आप कह रहे हैं कि जो जितना जल्दी पता लग जाता है वो उतना जल्दी वो ऑर्डर लगाते हैं। वो जो ऑर्डर लगाते हैं वो किसका? वो लगाते हैं ना, कोई इंफॉर्मेशन उनके जहन में आ गई, वो मार्केट ट्रेंड देख रहा है या जो भी देख रहा है, तो वो ट्रेंड से एक इंफॉर्मेशन अखज़ कर रहा है ना, इंफॉर्मेशन, ठीक है? तो वो कहता है कि अगर इस बंदे ने एकदम से देख लिया कि इंफॉर्मेशन है कुछ, यानी ऐसे होते हैं कि वो प्रिडिक्ट कर रहे थे मार्केट के बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट बिहेव कर रहे थे, तो ये मुख्तलिफ ट्रेडिंग रूल्स हैं। तो वो कहते हैं कि लॉन्ग टर्म में अगर आप देखें कि जो वो शेयर होल्डर जो कि बाय एंड होल्ड का क्या है आदी है, वो बाय कर देता है लॉन्ग टर्म पीरियड के लिए, उसको होल्ड रखता है, और एक शेयर होल्डर है को वो ट्रेडिंग रूल्स पे चल रहा होता है। वो क्या करता है, अपनी जो शेयर होल्डिंग है उसको बाय एंड होल्ड पे नहीं रखते, बल्कि उसको ट्रेडिंग रूल पे कभी शॉर्ट सेल में चला गया, कभी बाय ऑर्डर पे आ गया, कभी सेल ऑर्डर पे लग गया। वो चाहता है कि कैपिटलाइज करे इंफॉर्मेशन को, लेकिन वो कहते हैं कि जब भी वो कैपिटलाइज करने की कोशिश करेंगे, फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे जब भी वो कैपिटलाइज करने की कोशिश करेंगे तो वो ट्रेड करेंगे, जब ट्रेड करेंगे तो हर एक ट्रेड पे उनको एक ट्रांजैक्शन कॉस्ट बेयर करना पड़ेगी। तो वो कहते हैं कि जो ट्रांजैक्शन कॉस्ट है अगर उसको हम रिफ्लेक्ट करें रेट ऑफ रिटर्न में, तो आप ये यानी एम्पिरिकल एविडेंस मौजूद है कि इन दोनों में कोई फर्क फिर नहीं रहता। यानी वो शेयर होल्डर जो कि 1 साल तक या 2 साल तक अपनी सिक्योरिटी होल्ड रखता है और वो शेयर होल्डर जो कि ट्रेडिंग रूल को फॉलो करता है, इन दोनों के रिटर्न्स सेम रहते हैं। ये एक थ्योरी ने सजेस्ट किया, और फिर एम्पिरिकल एविडेंस जो है, एम्पिरिकल एविडेंस से मतलब ये है कि जो रिसर्च स्टडी की गई वो रिसर्च स्टडी पे इसको कंफर्म करती कि हाँ भाई ये इसी तरह जो है चक्कर चल रहा होता है। जो प्राइसेस हैं ये रैंडम है, कैन नॉट बी प्रिडिक्टेड। अब हम इस पे मजीद बात करेंगे आगे, ठीक है? So these are the 3 assumptions. You need to keep these 3 assumptions in your mind. What does it mean? These 3 assumptions give us a conclusion that we cannot predict prices, and the prices are coming in a random fashion, and these prices are due to the new information. The price change are due to the some new information that come into the market. So if the market can, you can say, assess the information very quickly, that will be considered as efficient capital market. So now, in order to understand these efficient capital market, we say that there was uh, uh, a researcher with the name of Fama in 1970. He have actually formalized this study. He have tried to develop this, you can say, capital efficient market hypothesis or capital efficient market theory. He want to formalize it, this theory, because before him, some study have carried out a random walk hypothesis, and they consider that change in security prices occur randomly. Randomly means that, for example, they are not any, you can see, determinant of the price changes. They previously, whatever the price have changed was already included in the current price. So the future prices of the security have not changed because of the past period or past period information, but the changes in the prices have come in the random fashion, right? And I have told you a random fashion means that you cannot predict that what will be the a new number that will be coming in coming time period. So when these study have presented empirical evidence that in the stock market, all the security prices are actually showing a random walk. It means that security prices, if you see the security prices, you will find out that the changes in the security prices are random and it is not in some particular trend. Then, as I've told you, Fama in 1970, he tried to formalize this theory and have tried to formalize this theory with the help of three, you can say, hypotheses, which is known as, you can say, efficient market hypothesis, EHM, efficient, EMH means efficient market hypothesis. He have tried to, you can say, formalize this theory. And keep in mind, this Fama is considered to be the main, you can say, leading role in formalizing the, you can say, efficient market hypothesis or theory. So when we are talking about efficient market hypothesis, these are actually divided in three sub hypotheses depending on the information set. It means that different market are behaving on different set of information which is available into the market. So he have actually split the efficient market hypothesis in three subcategory, and these three were: number one, weak form of EMH; number two, semi-strong form of EMH; and number three, the strong form of EMH. Right? These three hypotheses were developed. Now, keep in mind, all of these hypotheses are actually educating towards the information availability, that the prices are actually a reflection of information. So the weak form of efficient market hypothesis considers, or in this hypothesis, they consider that the prices reflect all the security market information. By all of the security market information, we means the past period, you can say, returns, past period prices, and past period trading volume, and you can say trading lots or odd lots. All of these things are actually already being presented in the current price. If any market which hold the prices based on the all available security market information, these are considered to be known as weak form of efficient market hypothesis. It means that if the prices remain independent, if the prices remain independent of its past performance, if it remain independent of its past return, will be considered as weak form of efficient market hypothesis. Then the second form is semi-strong form of efficient market hypothesis. What is it considered? It considers that the price does not only reflect the security market information, but it also you can say, reflect all the other public information which is available to the trader or investor. What are the other public, you can say, information? Other public information are considered to be, you can say, fundamental, you can say, accounting information. It could be, for example, the dividend information. It will be about, you can say, the company future prospects information, like for example, they have signed a new contracts, etc., and it is being published. Or it is it also include any, you can say, political policies or economic policies which is going to impact on the industry. These information, if are reflected in the prices as well, will be considered as semi-strong form of efficient market hypothesis. And the final, you can say, category of efficient market hypothesis is strong form of efficient market hypothesis. It consider that it does not only reflect in prices the publicly available information and security market information. It means these two are already, you can say, included in the strong form, but it also include any private information as well, right? Now, this private information you will see in the future whenever we are discussing how to test for, you can say, strong form of efficient market hypothesis. The private information means, like, for example, the information which is distinct from one person to another. So strong form of EMH consider that all of the private information are also known by what I was telling you, that in these efficient market hypothesis, these efficient market hypotheses are divided in sub three categories. One is weak form, one is semi-strong form, and one is strong form. Weak form means that if the prices of the security only reflect the information which is pertain to the security market alone, will be known as weak form of efficient market. If the security reflect not only the security market information, but also the public information, other, you can say, public information, will be known as semi-strong form of efficient market. And the strong form of efficient market is considered as those security prices which does not only include the security market information, the public information, but also include the private information. By the private information, I have told you that, for example, we usually consider that the internal, you can say, participant of the company hold more information, and the external participant hold usually less information. So we say there is an information gap. But a strong form of the, you can say, efficient market consider there is no gap between, you can see, the people who are holding information, and even the private information have become, you can say, a public information as well. So these are the three hypotheses. Now, you remember that in statistic, whenever we develop any hypothesis, we need to test for that hypothesis as well, that whether this hypothesis is true or whether this hypothesis are false. So we will start with the number one, how to test the weak form of efficient market hypothesis. It means that what is the methodology for testing that whether the prices of security are actually reflecting the security market information or not, right? Then we will move forward to, in order to understand how to test this semi-strong form, and finally how to test the strong form of EMH. Now keep in mind there are different empirical evidences have been presented in different economy, and most of the people are actually, you can say, before, you can say, 20th century, most of the empirical evidences have shown that actually all of the market remains efficient. It means the efficient market hypothesis prevail, that all of the information are already available into the prices, and the price change cannot be predicted. So then later on, the study later on from year 2000, they have started contradicting by, you can say, seeing a different security at their capitalization level, and they have seen that no, in smaller capitalization level, the efficient market hypothesis does not prevail. We will see one by one that how does it work, or what methodologies to be adopted in order to test that whether the weak form of efficient market hypothesis prevail or not. Now, please do if you have any confusion, if you do not understand these three, you can say, hypothesis, please do raise, you can say, your question. So I should respond to those questions first, and then we will move forward. Yes, Hanad. Please ask.
Yes, sir. First one, weak form.
Weak form. And weak form, I have told you, if the security prices only reflect the information which is available into the security market. Just like, for example, Can you see this Excel form, Excel sheet?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now see, for example, this is a closing price on 1st January 2015. Then there is a change from 10, it have become 10.5, then it remained 10.5, then it have become 9.5, then it have become 9.3, 9.72, etc. What it says that you cannot predict this 10.5 actually include all of the information which is, you can say, pertaining to the market. For example, let me take this, right, 12.01. And if you say, for example, that this 12.01 is actually a price of information which is available on that particular day. So it means this 12.01 is not predicted by all of these information which is available in the past period, because these information are already included in this 12. These information are already included in this 12. So the change after the 12 will not be due to these, but it will be due to the new information that comes into the market. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So like for example, I have also, you can say, calculated right here returns. So it does not only reflect these price history, it also reflect these, you can say, price returns as well. And these all are reflected in this current price. So that's why this current price is a reflection of all of these information which is available in the past period, right? So as soon as, like for example, I'm moving further, so I will say right here, what does it include? It include all of the information that include the prices from this period up to the, you can say, the prior periods, and all of the returns that it include in the prior period as well. These are already included in this price. So in order to know what will be the price in the future, we say we cannot reflect, because this is a random, and this price change from one to the another is due to some new information that will come into the market. So that was, you can say, mentioned in this slide as well, that in weak form of the efficient market hypothesis, only security market information are reflected in prices. Not other information are reflected in prices. For example, other prices, other information are what? Other information are about the dividend, dividend payout ratio, the dividend declaration, the dividend payment, you can say, methodology or sequence, the profitability of the company, net profit margins, price earning ratios, etc. These are all other public information. So when those information are also reflected in price, so that type of, you can say, market will be known as semi-strong form of efficient market, right? And if, for example, it does not only reflect the security market prices, the public information, but as well as the private information, that form of the market will be known as strong form of efficient market. The strong form of efficient market consider that everyone in the trading market knows all of the information, and there is no hidden information available which can be, you can say, capitalized. Now, so we start with the first one, how to test the whether the market is a weak form of efficient market or not. So weak form of the efficient market, we will know that how to carry out test for testing the market, whether the market is a weak form of efficient market or not. So weak form of the efficient market says that it reflects in current prices all the security information, including the historical price, rate of returns, trading volume, and other market generating, you can say, information as well. These are already included in this. This implies that past rate of returns and other market data should have no relationship with the future rates of return. What does it mean? It means that, for example, what will be the price tomorrow is not dependent on the price today, or it is not dependent on the price in the past period. The prices of tomorrow is reflected due to some new information, right? Now keep in mind, right here, it says the other market generating information include, you can say, odd lot as well. Odd lot is actually, if I tell you that in PSX, if you want to trade in PSX, Pakistan Stock Exchange, if you want to trade, do you know how many shares can you buy and sell? How many number of share can you buy and sell in Pakistan Stock Exchange of any company? You need to buy and sell in a lot. Okay? You need to buy and sell. You can share in a lot. Lukman,
Yes, sir.
कितना लॉट होता है कि जो उसका मल्टीपल हम बाय एंड सेल करते हैं पाकिस्तान स्टॉक एक्सचेंज पे? एक लॉट कितना का होता है?
मर्जी होती है आपकी
हाँ
सर, मर्जी होती है आपकी सर।
तो
0.01
आपका आपका मतलब है कि ऑड लॉट पे भी मैं खरीद सकता हूँ?
सर इतना कुछ तो नहीं पता मुझे, लेकिन ये पता है कि मर्जी होती है आपकी किस पे, एक ब्रोकर आपको सजेस्ट करता है वो ही होता है बस, बाकी और।
अच्छा, ये जो लॉट होते हैं ना, जो पाकिस्तान स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, इसमें जैसे यूजुअली हम कहते हैं या तो 100 शेयर का लॉट होगा या इसका मल्टीपल, ठीक है? ये यूजुअली दिस 100 is considered to be a one stock. This is usually carried out in America. I have recently checked, you can say, the website which says in Pakistan Stock Exchange the lot is considered of 500 share. It is considered to be a 500 share. So it means that, for example, whenever you are buying and selling, you need to buy and sell in this lot, right? 500. It means you will buy 500 or sell 500, or you can buy a multiple of this 500. And what is odd lot? Odd lot means that any share which is between 1 and 500. Any number of share which is between 1 and 500 will be known as odd lot of, you can say, share. So keep in mind, in order to, you can say, standardize the prices, the bid and, you can say, ask prices, what they reflect, the bid and ask prices are usually reflected for the lots rather than odd lots, right? So what does the odd lot mean? For example, if I am trying to purchase or sell 490 share, so this 490 will be considered as odd lot according to PSX.
सर हम लोग तो पॉइंट में भी करते थे, पॉइंट में
भी करते थे। देखें, वो एक होता है आपका ब्रोकर, ठीक है? वो ब्रोकर जो है यूजुअली क्या करता है, आपकी जो ये ऑड लॉट है उसकी एडजस्टमेंट करता है। बल्कि मैं यहाँ पे आपको बता देता हूँ।
सर उधर यूजुअली यही कहा जाता था कि 0.7 की लॉट है, 0.9 की लॉट है, इस तरह की जाती है।
उसको ऑड लॉट कहते हैं ना। ये लेट मी क्लियर दिस, ठीक है? ये क्या है? Pakistan stock or lot market. In this market segment, investor can trade in securities in lots which are less than normal regular lots. So it means one lot is actually 500 share. For example, if you are buying a one buying order or one selling order will consider to be a 500 shares to be bought or sold. Whereas it do include the, you can say, odd lots as well. These odd lots are also traded in Pakistan Stock Exchange. I guess I have opened this odd lot where it is traded as well right here. Yes, odd lot market. So they are also trading in old, you can say, old lot market as well, right here from 10:15 to 2 p.m. in Pakistan Stock Exchange. So odd lot, you can say, trading is also carried out. Anyway, I wanted to tell you that odd lot is considered to be, you can say, that trade in which you are not buying or selling in the standardized, you can say, a lot of share that is available for trade into the market. So the broker may have, you can say, I don't have, you can say, a practical uh, uh, dealing with, you can say, a broker, uh, though I should have, that the broker usually make adjustment for their, you can say, uh, the depositor or their clients, their customer, in order to increase the trading facility. As more trade is carried out, so the more the commission is made by the broker. So they might be, you can say, making these lots available into the points as well, that the rest of the, you can say, lot might be purchased or traded by the broker by itself. I will look into that and I will let you know.
0.2% उसका spread होता है, 0.2% broker का सर.
0.2% स्प्रेड होता है प्रॉफिट का, यानी वो क्या होगा, वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा कमीशन में.
नहीं सर, वो ब्रोकर को मिलेगा, चाहे आपको लॉस होता है, आपको प्रॉफिट होता है, वो उसको
कमीशन कमीशन चला जाएगा एवरी टाइम व्हेन एवर यू आर बाइंग और सेलिंग. हाँ, so in coming back to the weak form of the efficient market hypothesis, what it says that if the market share price into the market is reflecting the historical price rate of returns and trading volume and other market generating information, will be considered as a weak form, and it means that the prices are independent of the past performance. What does it mean? Prices are independent of past performance. In this hypothesis, if we test and we find it out, yes, that the current price or the future price is independent of the past prices, it will be known as that the market is reflecting the prices in a random form, and it is considered as a weak form of efficient market hypothesis. Do you get it, what I have said? If current price is independent of all of the past historical prices, rate of returns, and trading volume, it will be considered as a weak form of efficient market hypothesis, that this price is independent of its past history. So how to test this? All right, I guess testing, or these are actually the explanation. So I will go for the testing instead, as I have given you the explanation of all of these semi-form of the, you can say, market hypothesis and strong form of the efficient market hypothesis. I will go in testing directly instead. So in order to test and test the result of the weak form of efficient market hypothesis, we have, you can say, two group of researchers who have actually tested this hypothesis, that whether this hypothesis should be accepted or rejected. So in order to know whether the market is a weak form of efficient market hypothesis or not, we have the first type of test, which is known as the test of independence. Test of independence. Test of independence means that the prices are independent. It means they are not influenced. They are not influenced by what? They are not influenced by its past history, because it is already incorporated in its price. If it is already incorporated in the price, it means in the future it will not be influenced by already incorporated information. Rather, it will be, you can say, influenced by some new information which come in a random fashion. In order to test this independence, we have two statistical testing rules. One is known as autocorrelation test and another is known as run test. What does the autocorrelation test means? Autocorrelation means that if anything is influenced from its past prices, for example, if I write this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Do you think that is this series auto-correlated? Is this series auto-correlated?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is autocorrelated. And it is autocorrelated as how? It is autocorrelated because it is adding 1 in each of its
Previous.
previous value. It is known as autocorrelated. Now see this one. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Is this series autocorrelated?
Yes, sir. ये भी है.
It is also autocorrelated because these are also influencing somehow from the past, you can say, previous numbers as well, right? And then if I write this 1, 3, 9, 22, 11, 10, 3, 28. What about this series? Is this series autocorrelated?
Nope.
No, sir.
Why do you think it is not correlated? Because you can
Sequence.
find out there is no you
Sequence.
can say a systematic sequence in which we can say that what takes, you can say, the value of 3. Does it influence by 1? Then if it is influenced by 1, then this 9 must be influenced by 3, and this 2 must be influenced by 9. So keep in mind, if for example the series is showing this kind of pattern, we will know that it is as a random series, right? It is known as random series. So what do we do in independence? Independence show randomness. Independence show what? Randomness. Randomness means that you cannot predict that what will be the future number that will come in this sequence, right? And in order to show that whether it is random or not, what do we carry out? We carry out autocorrelation test. In autocorrelation test, we see that whether these numbers are influenced from its past, you can say, number or not. For example, this is getting influence from its immediate 1 lag. 1 lag means it get influence immediately what number it was carried out before, whereas this is considered to be a 2 lag. It is considered to be a 2 lag. Why? Because this 1 does not get any influence from this 1, but this 2 is getting influence of what? This 2 is getting influence, it's from this one, and this 2 is getting influence from this one, so it will be known as 2 lag. So it could be, autocorrelation could be of 1 lag, it could be of 2 lag, it could be of 3 lag, it could be of 4 lag, 5 lag, etc. If we find it out, for example, for a number of lags, for example, up to 10 lags, or you can say 15 lags, if the prices are not influenced from this past 15 days or 16 days prices, we will consider that as not autocorrelated. If it is, you can say, getting influence, it will be known as autocorrelated, you can say, series. If it is autocorrelated series, then we cannot accept this weak form of hypothesis. If we reject that the prices are not autocorrelated, if we reject this autocorrelation, so we will then accept this weak form of efficient market hypothesis. I will show you that how, for example, it is carried out. Let me show you into the Excel. 1 minute. Let me make lag right here. Lag 0, lag 1, lag 2, lag 3, lag 4, lag 5, and lag 6, and so on, right? And right here I says autocorrelation. So for lag 0, it will be 1. I will consider it 1. And for lag 1, what I will do, I will say calculate the correlation. Right? See, it's giving me return the correlation coefficient between two data. So we say find it out for correlation. So it is asking me that you want to find a correlation of what, right? So I'm telling it that I have data which is range from, for example, this E2 up to only this one. See, I'm keeping one lag. I'm missing the last data. I have started from the one and I have kept it up to the second last. Take this data and then relate it with what? So now it is asking me for the second array. For the second array, I will tell it that now do not take the first value, take the second value and keep these value up to the last one as well. So this will be known as one lag. It will be known as one lag correlation. If I enter, so this is highly correlated data for one lag. You can see the correlation is up to 0.999. It is very highly autocorrelated. Then right here, in order to know whether autocorrelation exists at the second lag or not, so I will say correlation. I say take the data from the first and keep it up to the third last, right? Before, if you remember, I have taken from first and second last, and now I'm taking from first up to third last. So I have missed the two values. For missing two values, I'm considering it as a two lag. And now I'm considering it that now take the data. Now before, if you remember, I have started the data from the second value. Now I will start the data from the third value. These are the data. If I drag it, I consider for the third value, I will, you can see, carry out in the same manner as well. I will start from the first, and I will, you can say, lose the last three digit, and then I will correlate it with the missing the first, you can say, three letter prices, and then we'll start with the fourth price, and that's how I will, you can say, see the correlation. If I carry out these correlation, and keep in mind when this correlation reaches up to zero. So if this correlation reaches up to the zero, I will consider that these prices are independent from the past, you can say, period performance. If I try to copy this pattern, let's see if it follows the pattern or not. E4, no, it's not following the pattern. I have to manually, you can say, adjust each and every, you can say, value. But for example, right here, if I get a value somehow, the value is 0.001, right? If I get this 0.001, what it is mean? It means now the prices are independent for the past period, past 6 days of the prices. That on 6th day, the price cannot be predicted on the basis of the past history. ठीक है, इसकी समझ आ गई? इसका क्या मतलब है ऑटो कोरिलेशन का? ऑटो कोरिलेशन में मैं आपको बता रहा था कि इसमें तो नहीं आ रहा, इसमें तो हाईली ऑटो कोरिलेटेड है. इसका मतलब यह है कि ये सिक्योरिटी हमें बता रही है कि इसकी जो अगले दिन की प्राइस है वो पिछले दिन की प्राइस से हाईली कोरिलेटेड है. ये भी कह रही है कि 2 दिन की जो प्राइस है वो पिछले 2 दिन से क्या है, हाईली कोरिलेटेड है. Whereas, फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर मेरे पास इस तरह की कोई सिचुएशन आ जाए जहां पे मेरे पास ये वैल्यू आ जाए कोरिलेशन की 0.001 या 0.01 एटसेट्रा या 0.02 एटसेट्रा आ जाए, तो मैं कहूंगा कि यहाँ पे ये प्राइस क्या हो गई है, इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ पास्ट, यू कैन से प्राइसेस हो गई है. इसकी समझ आ गई?
सर क्लियर है.
ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत. अच्छा, ये जो चीजें हैं ना, ये अब यहाँ पे क्योंकि ये एक्सेल में है, तो एक्सेल में थोड़ा सा यानी मैनुअल वर्क इसमें ज्यादा है. वैसे जितनी भी स्टेटिस्टिकल सॉफ्टवेयर हैं जैसे ईव्यूज हो गया, स्टैटा, वो हम यूज करते हैं रिसर्च की स्टूडेंट्स के साथ. So these autocorrelation are, you can say, calculated in one click. So we just click, you can say, autocorrelation run test into the, you can say, that eViews or that strata program. So we get whether the series is autocorrelated or not. And even if it tells us that the series is autocorrelated at first leg, second leg, third leg, etc., etc. So in this case, for example, if the stock prices become, you can say, independent, you can say not autocorrelated for 19 legs, up to 19 legs they consider as to be autocorrelation. If it comes to the zero, it reaches to the zero, so it will be considered as the series is not autocorrelated and the stock prices are independent of the past prices. The second type is known as run test. What is run test? Run test means that it supports stock prices independence as well, that it shows that whether the stock prices are running some pattern, whether it is influenced from the previous prices or not. For this purpose, what is carried out, let me see in the next slide if I have, we can say, no, run test, no. I will tell you right here, what does the run test mean? The run test means that I'm seeing that the change from one period to another period or from one day to the another day is due to the, you can say, is following the change of the previous day or not. Whether it is following the previous day change or not. For this purpose, let me, you can say, carry it once again. I'm taking change right here, change. And how I will be taking change, let's say I spell it if, and let me ignore the first price because I'm taking change, so I will start with the second day, is equal to if this value is greater than if E3 is greater than E2. If it is true, then show me a positive sign. If it is not true, then test if E3 is less than E2, then what should you do? You should show me a negative sign. And if, for example, these are equal, it means there is no change. Let us take that as positive as well. पॉजिटिव और
और आपने टेस्ट को 1 वाली ब्रैकेट क्लोज नहीं की.
नहीं, वो खैर हो
टाइम हो
जाएगा,
गया.
हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा.
सर टाइम हो गया सर. 3 बजे वो भी है हमारा
क्या है?
दर्स
यार
टेस्ट है?
सरमती के साथ.
अच्छा,
नहीं दर्स सर.
अच्छा 10 है। अच्छा एनीवे यहाँ पे मैं टेस्ट ट्रेंड आपको बता देता हूँ। फॉर एग्जांपल अगर ये काम कर जाए, ठीक है। अब ये देखें यहाँ पे मैं इसको कह दूंगा कि ये है फर्स्ट रन, और जहां तक ये पॉजिटिव रहेगा तो ये 1 रन रहेगा, और जहां पे ये चेंज हो जाएगा तो इसको मैं कहूँगा कि ये रन 2 हो गया। ये फिर क्या हो गया, ये चेंज हो गया तो ये 3 हो गया, ये रहा, और ये क्या हो गया, ये 4 हो गया। जहां पे साइन चेंज हो रहा है तो वहां पे मेरा रन काउंट हो रहा है। तो ये रन काउंट से वो देखते हैं, और ये रन काउंट पे वो देखते हैं कि रेंडमनेस जो है वो कंप्लाई होता है या नहीं, ठीक है। तो इंशाल्लाह कमिंग क्लास में वी विल सी दैट हाउ टू कैरी आउट दिस रन टेस्ट एज वेल। और ये भी जो था वो किसके लिए था, इंडिपेंडेंस के लिए, कि सीरीज इंडिपेंडेंस है। इफ द सीरीज इज इंडिपेंडेंट of its past prices or past return, it will be known as the weak form of efficient market hypothesis. All right,
क्लियर है सर।
ठीक है। So inshallah in coming class we will try to cover the second form, that how to carry out the testing of this weak form from the another perspective, and then we will move forward for the subtype 2 and subtype number 3.
ओके सर।
Okay. अच्छा, और
Yes.
दर्ज के लिहाज से काइंडली मैं आप थोड़ा सा बेयर करिए। आई वाज यू कैन से कंसिडरिंग दैट एज माय रिस्पांसिबिलिटी बीइंग मुस्लिम, बीइंग उम्मती ऑफ मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। I want you can say deliver this message to all of you that Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last messenger, and after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam there will be no upcoming messenger so far. Whoever claims that he is a messenger will be known as Kazib, and he will be known as a Lanati. So keep it in mind, be, you can say, aware of the
बेशक।
fitna of Ahmadi. Ahmadi are not Muslims. All of the Ahmadi are considered to be a non-Muslim. So do, you can say, protect your iman and spread the awareness among your fellows.
Yes,
Jazakallah.
जज़ाकल्लाह सर।
Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
अल्लाह
sir.
हाफिज़।
Doctor.
हाफिज़।